Hey y'all, what's going on? This is J Marie, J Marie Booklist. Today I'm making a video about getting special equipment. There will be times where a doctor will put in a consult for special equipment. So it's not something that you would get. So this is not like case management where when a patient is being discharged home and they need a walker or things like that. That's stuff that they handle. But a consult for special equipment that the patient will need, like once they're gone, the doctor will put that order in. So let me give you 3 examples of what I saw. So the first one is a mattress. Now that is when the patient is still in the hospital. So like, let's say you have a patient. I saw this a lot in the ICU. When you have a patient who is going to be there for a while and they don't want the patient to get bed sores because they're going to be there for a while. And so they might order a special mattress, like an air mattress or just certain mattress, so that the patient, because they're going to be laying there and they're going to be there, doesn't get sores. Because I mean, they're supposed to move, turn the patient from side to side so they don't get the bed sores. But we know how it is in a hospital. That may not always happen. So the doctor may order a special mattress, and that's, like I said, it's usually when the patient's going to be there for a while and they don't want the patient to get bed sores, even though there's an order to turn the patient every now and then. Stuff happens. So what we used to do is we used to call Central Supply and we used to order through them. But it was just the way Central Supply is. What we call something and what they call something is two different things. Is always an issue. And so they finally, because then Central Supply would just call the company. So then it just got to the point where we just called the company and they will bring the mattress. So we will call, and it's just like a consult. We tell them what room the patient's in. They may want to know how much the patient weighs, the patient's name. May request that we fax a face sheet, just things like that. If not, they will get the face sheet when they deliver it, drop it off. We sign for it. They get the face sheet, then they can bill the insurance. So that's how that was. And then of course, we would have a copy and put it on the chart. So that way, when the patient was discharged, we would call them for them to come pick the mattress up. So that's just something that, like I said, we used to do through Central Supply, but it was just too much of an issue. So we just started doing it ourselves, especially in ICU. So we got to know them, they knew us. It was all good. Another thing is, when a patient has heart issues, the doctor may request that they wear a vest, and the vest monitors their heart rhythms and like for when they're gone. So when they're at home, I don't know if it shocks them. I don't know, but I know it monitors. It probably does. And we had a company down here that would do it, and we actually called it Life Vest. So I don't know if that's what it's called everywhere, but I know, or maybe that's just the name. No, I think the company name is something else. But anyway, they wear a vest, and I think they take it off when they take a shower, but then they put it right back on. It's a vest, and they have to be measured for it. So what we will always do is we will have to call or fax. So we had a form. They had a form, and we will fill out the form. Well, let me rephrase that. The doctor will fill out partial, but mainly the doctor will just sign it, and then we will fill out what the doctor want. The doctor will put the order in the computer, how long the patient needs to wear it, um, the EJ numbers. I think it's a fraction something number. I can't. Oh God, I can't. I should know that, but it's the EJ number. What's it? Oh God, I can't think of how you say it, but it's EJ number, and it basically is like where the heart is per minute. It's not like because it's more of an electrical issue that the patient is having. You gotta think of the heart like that. It's more of an electrical. Oh God, I can't think of the word. It's like right there. But I know the letters. It's EJ. I cannot think of. I'm gonna put it in the comments. But so if they're below 30, yeah, they need that. They probably need a pacemaker too. But they would wear a vest. It's a certain, if they were below a certain, percentage, yeah, they need that. Because yeah, they got some issues. So we will fill out the form as best as we could. We had the doctor sign it. We had the order. I mean, we had so much stuff we had to put with that, because it was just easier than calling them, because they're gonna ask for the information anyway. And then someone from the company will come and measure the patient, and that was it. So that was another way where we would get special equipment, but we had to call that in just like a consult. And the doctor would put the order in the computer, and he would put in, because the doctor, because it was cardiologist, they pretty much knew what the form said. And then when I worked on the main floor, I used to, not every day but enough, order. We had a company down here where when people needed prosthetics, so like we would have patients go to surgery and get amputation, so above knee amputation or below knee amputation, just all depends on what they got. And of course they gonna need prosthetic for that part, that limb that got amputated. So I would have to call in, call the company to get for them to come and measure the patient and consult with the patient to get a prosthetic. And it was just like calling a consult. You just call the company, tell them the patient's name, room number, and I think I'm pretty sure we had to tell them what kind of surgery they had, if it was above knee or below knee, and then they would come and do what they do. So those are the 3 that I really remember always calling for special equipment. Like I said, the mattress was what they used when they were still in the hospital, and then we will call once the patient was discharged for them to come and get the mattress. But the heart vest and the prosthetic is something we would do. Now, I guess the reason why we did it and not case management, because they do a lot of, like I said, home health, but they probably do more of when the patient goes home, like wheelchair, walkers, things like that. And I assume we did it because it was more of a consult, because they had to see the patient before the patient left. So that's the only thing I can think of. Because like a wheelchair, like when case management sets that up, it's usually the stuff is delivered to the house. Even though I would think, I guess, because like I guess case management would know what, how much somebody weighs, so make sure you get the right wheelchair, or how tall somebody is. But I guess we had to do what we had to do, because they had to come to the hospital to measure the patient and then get it made. And because the patients couldn't leave the hospital without their life vest. There were a few occasions where like they had been measured and they just didn't have it, but it was like gonna be at the house. But that was rare. Usually they did not leave that hospital unless they had that vest. As far as prosthetic, I don't know. I assume I don't know, because this is like a long time ago. I was on the med surg floor. They would be on our floor, because I remember putting the consents in for the surgery, but then they really didn't come back to our floor after they went to the other floor. So maybe we put it in and then just told them, because I really don't remember them people coming back to our floor. That's probably why I don't remember if they went home with the prosthetic, but I do remember putting the order in for the prosthetic. So what I'm thinking is, when we did the consult, the doctor, not the consult, the consent, and then they went for surgery, we just went ahead and called it. And then when they came, they found what room, because them people never came back to our floor from surgery. Like, they went to the other floor below us. So I'm pretty sure we were just getting on top of it, so they'll be there. Because it's not that hard. You got the patient's name, and you can pretty much come into the hospital. Or if you knew what room they were in, you can, like they used to be in, now they in the OR, because it's gonna be up, they're gonna be all day in the OR, in post-op and things like that. So that's the only thing I can think of, because we were med surge. I mean, we were surgery too, kind of, but like we were more of an overflow and not, I don't know. Well, I mean, I don't really remember seeing nobody leave there with a prosthetic. I really don't remember seeing that. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, we were med surge, but we were more I don't remember people coming back from surgery with no leg. I don't remember that. I mean, I do remember people coming back from surgery for other stuff, but not an amputation. I'm pretty sure they went to our sister floor and we just got a head start on it. Unless it was an overflow and they came to us, because we were med surge. So that's the only thing I can think of. But this is J. Marie. You can follow me on my blog, is J. Marie Booklets. That's where I talk about being a health unit coordinator. I am offering consults. So if you want to talk to me, if you're a secretary, you want to talk to me, you can talk to me about 30 minutes, $25, and it's a link on the blog, and I could talk you off the edge. I know we have a lot of you all who watch the video are new secretaries. You're new to this. You just finished school, your CNAs, transitioning. But if you want to talk, you need me to just walk you through, just you frustrated, you can always just go to my blog, J. Marie Booklets. There's a link, and just hit that, and then we can schedule a minute, 30 minutes to talk. All right, y'all, this is J. Marie. I'll talk to you later. Bye.